So dear students, today I've come with my new video where I'm going to tell you that how can you speak English fluently by adopting certain methods, and believe me, these methods are going to work for you very effectively. So the thing is that, we people, those who are willing to learn English, they are not getting the right results. Instead of putting their best effort, instead of doing their best, whatever is told to them to do, they do everything, but still they don't get the right result. Actually the conventional way of learning things is not good, which is taught in the schools. A lot of memorizations, translations, sentence structures. So, what happens that you are stuck in between these things and you end up learning nothing, speaking nothing. So the thing is that, first of all, you need to understand that how to learn the language and which is the easiest way to, to grasp the language. If you don't just indulge yourself, in these things like, just to mug up things or to learn all the rules of the grammar, to understand the structure of the sentences, it's not going to work for you. So the thing is that you have to understand that how to go step by step towards it to learn English. This is really going to help you a lot. So I am structuring this whole video into 4 parts where I'm going to tell you that 4 specific problems are there which you might face while speaking English, and how can you overcome those, difficulties or problem. So first thing, let's read that words, you have words. So I'm writing, first one is words. It means that when you start speaking, words doesn't come to your mind. So I mean, you say that when you want to speak English, appropriate words, you are not able to find it and you start fumbling up for right words, and when you are, what happens, you just lose the track in finding the words and you end up, surrendering yourself. No, it's not my cup of tea. I don't want to learn English. That's the thing, today I've come to tell you that words, if the right and appropriate words doesn't come to your mind at the exact time when you want to utter it, so what happens? You lose confidence, you are not able to speak anymore, and you are in a shaky position, you become nervous, you feel butterflies in your stomach. So what you can do, if you are not able to find the right kind of word. The thing is that, from the very beginning, when we are in the school, we are made to learn words, not in a correct way. The thing is that why we are not able to use the right word in the right context, the reason being that from the very beginning, we are told to mug up the whole dictionary, from the letter A to Z without using those words in the right context. So what happens? You end up, learning all those words, it becomes a kind of puzzle in your mind and you become confused when the right time comes to learn it. Suppose, lots of letters, lots of words are given. With A, you find lots of words. So what happens, earlier I also used to do it, that I used to try to memorize the whole dictionary thinking that there are, so many words, but I would learn it. But the thing is that it's not possible because there are 175, I think I am wrong somewhere. It's 275,000 words, in one way. You cannot learn it. So what you need to do that, even if, okay, I'm not saying that people don't learn in such a way, they learn. But when when they become, advanced learner, when they know everything and they really want to be Sasi Tharoor, they use dictionary, they learn words, they use appropriate, right word in appropriate place. But what about you? You are a beginner, you are just starting learning structuring sentences. If you will mug up the whole dictionary, it will not work for you, trust me. So what is the right way to learn words? I'll tell you. First of all, you just try to learn only and only those words which are used in day-to-day conversation. Understand? Instead of finding new fancy words, just go for those words which are really helpful to you. So what would you do? You have to, go to your Google and type day-to-day words or day-to-day most used words. So if you write like this, in the Google, you'll find that a lexicon of words comes, and these are all words which use day-to-day life, and you will find that you have become very comfortable with those words because these are the basic words which are very much needed for speaking English, understand? And once you find those words, start remembering those words, use them in your sentences. You'll find that you have become comfortable with words, what happens. And next thing which I want to tell you, that just go for those words which are the base one, basic one. Like if you choose the word beautiful, you find that this beautiful word can be used in many contexts. You can say this car is beautiful, this girl is beautiful, and this flower is beautiful. Same way if you use the word horrible, or you can use angry. These are the basic words which you can use, day-to-day life. But so instead of using those simple words, if you go for some difficult one, like if you say somnambulist, or you say panacea, okay, these words, do a lot in our conversation. Like these words, you can say these are impressive one. But the thing is that, if you are a beginner, if you are learning to speak English, you don't need such fancy words, to make an impression on other. Because first of all, you have to be comfortable with this language. So to be comfortable with this language, you have to learn simple words and basic words which are very much needed for you, to go you ahead to reach to that point. So once you are aware of all those basic words, then go for advanced label words. Not, in the beginning you just jumped up into it to try to grab those words which you make, so that you can make influence on other. Just believe me, just to make your conversation going, or just to convey your ideas to other, you will be in need of only 3,000 to 4,000 words, that would be enough for you. And rest of the things, if you really want to learn other words, it's okay. It's really good thing that you are learning the synonym and antonyms of that particular word. But so first you choose the basic ones and then go for the advanced ones. Like in beautiful, the basic word is beautiful. So you can go for dazzling, or you can say magnificent, and so many other words are there which you can use for, instead of the basic ones. So it will take time. First you need to understand the basic thing, as I told you. Now the second problem, which arises is that I am not able to make sentences, and or you can say that, structuring the sentences. Okay. So this is the second point, that you are not able to structure the sentence. So what you can do? If you go to a teacher, they would say, okay, first you go and learn all the rules of the grammar which is given in the book, and then you come to me. Because without learning the rules of grammar, you cannot structure a sentence. To some extent, this is true, but you don't need to, mug up all the rules of the grammar in your fingertips. The thing is that what you need to do is, there is some grammar things which are really important, and that is why I am teaching you grammar, that is basic English grammar. Few things are needed for speaking English. They are parts of speech, they are tenses, modals, auxiliary verbs, preposition comes in this category of parts of speech. These things are needed for structuring a sentence, because you should have the knowledge of structure a sentence. Suppose if you have the idea that where you are starting with the sentence, like if you want to write a sentence where the subject should come, then verbs come, then if some object is there or some complement is there. So it totally depends the thing on your knowledge, how you are structuring the sentence. So if you have this knowledge of structuring the sentence, it's okay, it's very good. I'm not telling you that grammar is not needed for speaking English. It would be totally, the thing is that we cannot discard this idea totally. Grammar is needed, but to some extent. What does a grammar do? It actually brings out the best in you, or you can say that, you get so much confident in yourself that you are able to construct sentence without hesitations. I'm not talking about the speaking things. The thing is that once you are able to construct a sentence and you are very much aware of this thing, that whatever you are constructing is the right thing, it really gives you a kind of confidence to go ahead. Understand? So that is why grammar is needed for speaking English. And sentence, structuring of sentence, it comes when you are good in grammar. But one thing is there. Now the third thing which is very important, that is speaking. Okay. Now speaking, remember one thing, that speaking comes from speaking. The more you speak, the better you becomes. But we are really afraid to speak. When it comes to speak, what happens that, we still, feel butterfly in our stomach. We are not, able to speak, thinking that what will happen if we speak wrong English? People will laugh at us, they will mock at us, So we are afraid, always, afraid to speak English in front of others. So the thing is that start speaking, start record your voice, and there are so many strategies which are good for you to adopt. The thing is that first of all, you take some picture, some object like this pen, and anything which is around you. Start speaking about it. Take 1 hour, set your alarm, set your watch, giving it 1 minute time, and start speaking about it. Lots of things you can speak about it. It will give you a kind of confidence. You will consolidate your confidence in learning this language. And what happens that when you start speaking about something, it not only increases your vocabulary, at the same time you get the habit of speaking in front of other. So the thing is that even if you are not speaking in front of other people, it don't bother for it. Start speaking alone. If you don't find any person to whom you can speak to, it's okay. Your mobile phone is there. You can speak to yourself. You can speak in front or standing in front of mirror. You can speak, making your own questions, like you put question to yourself, answer it, and there are so many exposure strategies which really helps you to speak, English. And as I told you that repeating is very good also for speaking English. Like if you're watching some movies and if you're watching some YouTube video with English subtitles or with English movies, so you can do this, pause the video and repeat those dialogues. In my all video I say this thing because this is very, very useful strategy. You should adopt this thing and trust me, it's really going to help you. And now fourth thing is that, speaking, work, sentence, speaking, these Three things are essential, and the fourth one is to develop the confidence of speaking in public. Because what is the use of speaking if you are not able to present it, if you are not able to speak in front of people? So that is why speaking in public, this is the last topic, this is the last point you can say, which is very much needed. To just leave aside all your hesitation and just start speaking with people. Leave this chance of speaking with people whenever you get time. If you are standing in the bus stop waiting for the bus, start speaking with people. If you are if you go out in some public place, waiting for your turn to come, you're sitting somewhere, start speaking with people. Even if they don't respond, even if they laugh at you, don't bother for that. Start speaking. And the best way is that if you find someone in your house who is very good in English, start speaking with them, saying that I really want to learn English and please help me out in this thing by speaking to me. Once you do it, twice or thrice, people will laugh you, they will mock at you, so don't bother for it. Just think that I have to speak, that's all. So speaking comes from speaking. Whatever method you adopt, whatever things you do, remember, eventually you have to speak, and this is the ultimate things which you have to do. So that is why just leave all those things which is becoming a obstacle in your way and learn English. Understand? Speak English. Try to speak a lot. Thank you so much.